What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. And yes, a brand new PvP tournament launched yesterday. And I apologize for not being able to cover it sooner, but between doing the Nova video and streaming for about 3 hours, for some reason at the time I thought I streamed for 4, but it was around 3 hours. Well, after that, I just had so much to do, I couldn't get around to this. But hey, it is a tradition. So we're going to do our first look and overview. Now, of course, there's going to be 100,000 silver for silver, 10 gold for gold. But starting with the Diamond League reward, this is actually going to be a multi-function item. It kind of made it difficult for you to click on it. Well, impossible. But this is straight from the official forums. First of all, this device has a passive called Amp It Up. Provides amped up to all allies, increasing damage on attacks, and providing a chance to evade enemy attacks. Then for its first action, it has Sonic Boom. Single target ranged gun sonic attack. It applies disoriented and weak point, while granting your agent seismic feedback. That means they're going to send shockwaves back at the attackers. And it reduces damage taken from sonic attacks. For the second action, it grants sound barrier to all allies. It's a buff text sonic type, and it grants sound barrier, shield effect that absorbs incoming damage, plus attackers gain resonating, removing beneficial effects and preventing the next one. Lastly, it grants regeneration, restores health every turn. Then for the third and final function, it's called Pick Up the Beat. Once again, it targets all allies. It starts cooldown. It's a buff text sonic type that grants first sonic acceleration, grants each other party member an extra turn, and then amped up, 20% chance to avoid enemy attacks, deals extra damage on attacks. So that extra turn sounds quite nice. It's pretty cool that they gave a multi-function for a reward. But honestly, hold on to your hats, because the Vibranium League reward is the Infiltrator's Vortex suit, the first of the Vortex suits. And apparently, they're going to be incredible. It has 3 E-ISO slots, and residual Vortex energy. Grants combat reflexes to all allies, when attacking or being attacked by a tactician. Can you say these suits are possible game changers? Because yeah, they look to be. This is one season where if you can, you want to finish in Vibranium. Honestly, the character can come later, but Vibranium, this is the reward to have. And I'm really excited about this season. I think I have some strong teams, so we'll see how it goes. Now, as for the final reward, the Adamantium League reward, it is going to be Songbird, so she is here. And you'll see Tactician and Blaster first. So yeah, she has Screaming Mimi, counts as both a Tactician and a Blaster, while in combat, and grants the advantages and disadvantages of both. I actually really like that combination. Then she is a Flyer, and she has something called Second Chances. Chance to grant an ally an extra turn after their action. That's a really nice passive. But it doesn't stop there, she has Sound Defense. Chance to avoid attacks, and chance to counter attacks. Off these passives alone, and now it's going to depend on the proc rate, but she sounds great. An extra turn, chance to avoid attacks and counter? That's really impressive. But let's pop over to the team page and see exactly what her abilities do as well. First of all, it is Modern Songbird. And we don't exactly see her wings, but I'm sure they're going to pop out in combat, especially during her animations. Now, Songbird right away starts out the multi-function, Enhanced Vocal Cords. The first part is Screaming, single target, range sonic, and then we see something new, Hesitant Aim. 50% chance for ranged attacks to fail, and it counts as a fear and delirium effect. Now that sounds pretty awesome, making ranged attacks fail. Finally, we have something against ranged attacks. Well, something more. And since it does look like she has all sonic attacks, or that she will, she's going to be a great team up for Quake, Shocker, Avalanche, and so on. Then when you see Fear and Delirium, you also think Morbius, Kurth, Cloak and Dagger, Enchantress. Okay, and her Sonic Discourse actually is a single target melee Sonic with a reluctant stance. 50% chance for melee attacks to fail. Counts as Fear and Delirium. That's great that you can choose an effect to maybe lock down. 50% chance is pretty high. That's a pretty amazing level 1, I have to say. Now what's her follow-up encounter going to be though? That's what I want to know. As for her level 2, Acoustokinesis, it's also a multifunction, starting with Solid Rhetoric. An AoE ranged attack, quick action, that causes straining. So there we go, some more stamina drain, and it's from a quick action. A pretty solid start, I have to say. But for her next function, it's going to be Bloody Dialogue. An AoE ranged quick action that applies internal bleeding. Then we have Tactile Exchange, another AoE quick action that applies targeted. I'm seeing a theme here. AoE quick actions for that level 2. Now her final function is Harsh Oration. AoE ranged Sonic, that's a quick action and applies Disoriented. All in all, some really nice things to choose from, and they're all quick actions, so you can't beat that. Except for free actions. As for her level 6, it's the Shattering Shriek, an AoE ranged Sonic attack with deadly crits, exploit attrition, and exploits delirium. Especially with that deadly crits, this could be an AoE huge hitting attack. So you're gonna bomb on the entire enemy team. And hey, with those two things, she definitely goes well with Cloak and Dagger and Enchantress. Now for her level 9, it's Public Address, and it's an AoE buff. Not a quick action, but it grants Sonic Shielding, taking reduced damage from enemy attacks. Prevents extra damage from attacks that exploit status effects. So it sounds like you're unexploitable. That's a pretty solid shield. And hey, since she is a tactician, we can make this a quick action. Or we could use something like Rally even. But definitely we should have a quick action buff there. We'll just have to make it one. All in all, I think this character definitely seems promising, and I can't wait to try her out. So hopefully we win her. Same thing goes for the gadget. And then the armor is a must-have. So Vibranium is probably more important than it's been in quite some time. With that being said, what are you excited about? Let me know in the comment section below. And by the way, I will post a link to the official patch notes so you can read them if you haven't. As for this first look and overview, that's going to be it. But I want to thank you all for watching. Ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck and take care.